Well, here in the Brazos Valley, flooding can often become a problem, especially during events like Hurricane Harvey. Residents in one Bryan neighborhood continue their push for something to be done to alleviate the ongoing issues. Meteorologist Mac Morris has more.
The water just kept coming, and it was pretty bad.
The last few years have brought a lot of unwelcomed water to the Castle Heights neighborhood.
The water issue, it need to be, we got plenty of engineers there. They could solve this problem in a matter of time, but it's all that red tape, political stuff that's holding it back.
A small creek flows through the area and often floods during heavy rain.
Just keep getting muddied, and the trees keep falling in it and causing it to keep flooding. They need to clean the whole thing out.
City Council member Prentice Madison says the city is working to fix the issue, but their hands are tied.
A lot of people that went out and bought a property in Castle Heights, back then we didn't have flood maps. So they're in a flood zone, and FEMA doesn't allow, or the federal government doesn't allow you to go in and correct some of the issues.
Recently, FEMA has undertaken updating all of the flood maps across the country.
Professor Don Jordan is an expert in land use law at Texas A&M University.
The issue that we're talking about is not a local issue, it's a national issue. And the same types of problems that are affecting Castle Heights are affecting neighborhoods and cities across the country. The city doesn't really have an ownership interest in it. It may have a public health interest in making sure that the neighborhood doesn't flood and so forth. But without some negotiation between the property owners and the city really isn't in the position to do much.
Residents are encouraged to have flood insurance and keep the creek clean.
We had the big event come out, about 30 kids, and some of the city staff got down in the creek and cleaned that creek out as much as possible.
Madison says without property rights to the creek, the city is doing everything they can.
I'd be honest, I think we trust city staff's direction on what we need to do for Castle Heights and help alleviate some of the flooding issues with Castle Heights.
In Bryan, Mac Morris, News 3.
City engineers are working on some options that might alleviate some of those flood issues in 2018. You can find more on this story at kbtx.com.